Fallon welcomes Matt Damon, NBC Tonight.
Victim's 11 years old.
No sign of an offender.
I saw a boy running. One of the boys your father knows.
My father.
I just help out the kids on the block.
Why would your father be in that bar?
There's a ring targeting gay men in New York City.
Extortion, robbery,
and hate crime.
we're gonna weed them out.
How?
We go undercover.
It's 20 cases targeting our people.
Whenever you need, I'm here.
Since the beginning. Ileana.
Colleen, and this is very close to the Crypto.com Center. We're just off of Chickern Road, and the vehicle is just on the other side of the freeway there, so we should see him pop out here in just a moment. So this is the LAPD that is in pursuit from the ground and the air. It's units from the Southwest Division of the Los Angeles Police Department, and the vehicle itself appears to be a Honda Civic, perhaps. It came back as a stolen. It was actually an undercover officer who first spotted the vehicle, tried to pull it over, and the pursuit was on. And since then, we have learned that the occupants may also be armed and dangerous. But at this point, it's unclear how many people are left in the car, because we actually have some tape to show you that we shot earlier during this pursuit when initially 2 of the passengers got out of the vehicle, and both of those people are now in police custody. And then later on, let's say about another 10 minutes after that, we saw the driver let another passenger out. So in total, 3 passengers have gotten out of the vehicle. It's unclear, though, how many more may be left. But again, this pursuit is in the area of Figueroa and 8th, now going westbound, just on the other side of the big buildings here, just going under the 110 freeway.
Ileana, you were talking about the passengers bailing out. First time the 2 bailed out was at about 10:45, and then another one just before we went on the air at 10:57. So this is just around Figueroa, near what? The Crypt right now? The arena?
It's been very close to the Crypto.com Center, formerly known as the Staples Center, as well as the LA Convention Center. We've passed those 2 landmarks several times during this pursuit, which is what leads officers to believe that the driver, at least, is very familiar with this area. So they've been trying to set up spike strips on streets where he's already gone more than once, because he's clearly establishing a pattern. And we have seen them attempt to deploy those spike strips, but at this point, it's unclear if any of them have been effective.
And Ileana, you said the want on this is perhaps a stolen car?
Yeah, initially an undercover officer spotted the car, came back as a stolen, but then they also learned that it was armed and dangerous individuals inside of the vehicle. So for that reason, they have to be very careful when this pursuit does come to an end, just in case those individuals are armed with a gun.
Ileana, give us an idea of exactly where we are and what direction we're headed in right now.
Yeah, we're in the Pico Union area. We're currently headed westbound on 8th Street towards Alvarado. So we're actually not far from MacArthur Park at this point, continuing westbound on 8th Street. So we're entering Westlake. And again, this is the LAPD's Southwest Division that is in pursuit. The Southwest Division of the LAPD covers the area near USC. And it's unclear exactly where this pursuit began, but we first heard about it when it was on the westbound 10 freeway near downtown Los Angeles.
And it's been going since about 10:30 this evening. I've got to tell you, we've been watching it for a while in the studio here. You could almost get dizzy watching all the turns that this driver is making.
Yeah, and kudos to my pilot, Sarah Garabetian, who's been able to keep track of the police helicopter and the vehicle on this one, because as you said, it's been lots of twists and turns on this pursuit. He's been running red lights, driving on the wrong side of the road at times, so really unpredictable. Difficult one to follow, especially when it's a dark-colored vehicle like this. Fortunately, at no point during the pursuit has he gone blacked out. He has kept his headlights on at least, so that does make it a touch easier for us. But again, unclear how many people may be in the car. We saw 3 jump out so far, and there's a pedestrian there in the middle of the roadway. Wow. Oh man, there's been some times actually when I've actually seen pedestrians rather throw things at the vehicle, because this pursuit has been going on for quite some time in this area. So people are becoming aware of it and trying to get involved in some way. Of course, never do that if at all possible.
And it would almost seem like this driver is taunting the LAPD, because at times he's going very fast, blowing through stoplights and stop signs.